just to apply to annex in. Go ahead, sir.
Madam Mayor, Commissioners, City Attorney, Interim City Manager, Mel Thomas. For the record, my name is Ashley Bloom. I wear a lot of hats in the city. I've been here since 2004, first as an investor. I currently do own Property and Activity Center 1 and 5, and I also have, for a very long time, represented one of the parcels in Sumter, the Gateway property. So very invested in Northport, not only from an ownership standpoint, but also a brokerage standpoint. And I want to communicate a couple things. I really thought this was a great, healthy discussion, and I commend all of you for that. But I think I heard everybody have a desire to provide a path for businesses, both for the high-paying jobs at the big macro level, as Marty said and Mel said, but also for the everyday use of the consumer. And I will tell you from the brokerage hat that I wear, people do worry about the path and the process in the city. And I feel like that's what I heard starting to be looked at. And I really think it's important because it's not tens of thousands, and a lot of times it's hundreds of thousands of dollars that people pay just to get in front of you for the commission to vote on a special acceptance. So Commissioner McDowell, your idea about not making things special exceptions if the commission wants them, I think is a great idea because it gives people the idea that they have it by right, which is a really important factor before you take the path to come up in front of the commission. So I think the idea of the buckets, that was it, is a really good idea so that some of these developments can come forward, because the one thing, again, as my broker hat, and as a developer hat, the markets do change. We are in the midst of an incredible run, and when things start to turn, the financing does dry up, and I know that has to be considered. So I do think the idea of the ordinance or something specifically with these activity centers so that we can get it going before this economic environment changes is really important, because we may have the needs in a certain economic environment and not be able to get projects funded and finished in front of you. And then as those things cycle, the last cycle took almost 10 years. And I think it would be really a shame if some of these projects where I think I heard the entire commission agree that there are uses that are needed. Self-storage is obviously the big one today, but I really think to be mindful of all these other factors that come in is important. One last thing I'll finish with, and I heard, I believe, Mayor Luke talk about guidelines and percentages. I think you all have an important philosophical approach to this, to say, do we want very rigid rules, or do we want guidelines that where there are things that make practical business sense that the commission can agree to can come? My personal feeling, and I do develop property around the entire state, is guidelines with the commission having the ability to make certain decisions where it makes good sense for the city would be a way to go. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.